Hello everybody, I'm your brother 9 and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode we checked out all of Lavender Town, then we went on to Route 8 and into the underground path and came out of Route 7 and then got to Celadon City, and in the process we also caught the third member of our team, and that is Growlithe, who is kind of my favorite Pokemon in the entire game. We will get to that because I have yet to explain that. We will get to that in this episode. Now, something you might notice is a little different is this Growlithe has the ability of Intimidate. I realized too late that the Growlithe that I caught during the last episode was a Growlithe with Flash Fire, which is a good ability, but not nearly as good as this Growlithe I caught between episodes that has the ability of Intimidate. I also went back through all of Route 8 and through the rest of the second half of Route 10 and also the rest of Rock Tunnel and leveled up Ardent by fighting all the trainers that were left there. Now, Ardent is a little under-leveled right now. 24 is not good. It should be somewhere around 27. High 20s is generally the right level at this point of the game. So it'll be a little behind. Tremito is now level 36 and also has the move of Rock Slide. I did not mean to pick Tremito up. There is a little boy, there's a youngster in Rock Tunnel that will offer to teach your Pokemon Rock Slide, and I decided to teach that to Tremito because before all we had was Mud Slap, Magnitude, and Dig, which are all ground moves. So if we ever come across a flying Pokemon, we can't do anything unless we use Fury Swipes, which isn't a great move. So I opted to teach it to Tremito because it's a great move for Tremito. Rock-type moves are great on ground Pokemon, specifically because of the flying counter. Now, in this episode, we are going to be checking out all of Celadon City and what it has to offer, which is quite a bit, and there might be a little bit that we don't get to. Poke Flute awakens sleeping Pokemon, you know that? It does so with a sound that only they can hear. Interesting. Also, I think that's a bit of a lie. I rode here from Fuchsia. It's an uphill ride on Cycling Road, so I'm exhausted. That does sound exhausting. If I had a bike, I would go to Cycling Road. Well, we do have a bike. We could go to Cycling Road if we wish. Now, one thing we also notice is that Team Rocket is here. Keep out of Team Rocket's way, which is not cool. We do not like Team Rocket. And I think the first place we will go to is this fancy place right here, which, with its great music, is known as the Game Corner. It is the Rocket Game Corner. Do you need some game coins? Would you like to buy some? I could buy some, but I don't believe that I'm going to. The Game Corner is, well, it's a place where you come and gamble. A coin case is required. If you have a coin case, you get some coins, you can play the slot machines, and you can build up all your coins. I'm pretty sure I can talk to these people too. Kid, do you want to play? Oops, don't have the coin case. I think we can find the coin case somewhere nearby. I don't believe it's in here. Do you have a coin case? Rate it in today. If only you have a coin case. No, you don't have a coin case. However, if you get a coin case and you talk to a bunch of people, they'll give you coins. You can find coins on the ground in the Rocket Game Corner, and you can get coins by playing the slots and winning. When you get a good amount of coins, you can come here. Oh, you don't even want to tell me. You can come here and you exchange your coins for prizes, but we need a coin case to do so. Oh, what am I to do? Someone stole our Silphscope. The thief came running this way, I'm sure of it, but I lost sight of him. Where'd he go? I bet it was Team Rocket. Where did he go indeed? Hey, you're Team Rocket. What are you staring at? Get lost or I'll punch you. You'll punch me? That's kind of new in the Pokemon universe. Ah, this is exactly where I wanted to come. Psst, there's a basement under the Game Corner, I hear. A basement under the Game Corner? Interesting. Go ahead, laugh. I'm flat out busted. No more slots for me. I'm going straight. Here, I won't be needing this anymore. There's the coin case we've been looking for. Well, now we can go to the Game Corner and we can play some slots. Munch. Man at that table lost it all at the slots. I hope we don't lose it all at the slots. My Pokemon are weak, so I often have to go to the drugstore. Don't you just mean the Pokemart? I guess it's the drugstore. Hi, sorry, but we're taking a break right now. Don't do drugs, kid. It's bad for you. So, we now have a coin case. I say that we go check out the Game Corner a little more than what I did right there. We can talk to some of the people. Like you. Hey, you have better things to do, champ in the making. Celadon Gym's leader is Erica. What are you doing here? Hold up. He is the wrong voice. Celadon's gym leader is Erica. She's the user of grass-type Pokemon and at one with nature. She might appear docile because of her flower arranging, but she's not one to be taken lightly. What are you doing here at the game corner? These slot games, win or lose, it's only by luck. Games are scary. It's so easy to get hooked. It is easy to get hooked on games. I would know. Hey, watch. You're throwing me off. Here's some coins. So shoo. 20 coins. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. What's up? Want some coins? There we go. Get 20 coins. Now let's talk to this rocket guy. What's he doing up here? I'm guarding this poster. Go away or else. Oh, he wants to fight us. All right. Well, it is the very first fight for Ardent. He's going to be fighting this Team Rocket Grunts Raticates. Okay, level 20. Raticate's a decent Pokemon at this point in the game. However, we have Intimidate, which cuts Raticate's attack in half. Your Hyper Fang isn't going to be doing anything. Your Quick Attack isn't going to do anything. That's 9 damage. That's nothing. Ooh, and we got the burn. Look at this. That Ember's coming through. Now, Ardent also had the ability to learn Odor Sleuth, which we don't really care about. I honestly don't exactly remember what the move Odor Sleuth does. I think it might be kind of like Foresight in the way that it makes normal type moves able to hit ghost type Pokemon and ghost type moves able to hit normal type Pokemon. I'm not completely sure about that. However, it's not exactly the greatest move, which is why I didn't grab it. Now, something else that's interesting about having a Growlithe is that Arcanine doesn't get any moves by level up except for Flamethrower at, or no, wait, sorry, not Flamethrower, Extreme Speed at level 49. Other than that, all the moves you'll be getting are with Growlithe. Now, really, there's nothing too great past level 31. You get Helping Hand and Agility after that, which are okay moves, but not too great for Growlithe. Maybe Agility if you really want, but since you'll be getting Extreme Speed at 49, you really should evolve before that. Now, the problem with this is that Growlithe gets Flamethrower, but also at 49. So if you want to teach Flamethrower to your Arcanine, you actually need to use a TM, which you can get here in Celadon. We will get to that pretty soon, actually. The Team Rocket hideout might be discovered. I better tell boss. And he walks into the wall to disappear into the distance. Interesting. I wonder what this poster had to do. Hey, a switch behind the poster. Let's push it. So that's where he went. That is the Team Rocket hideout. We can go in there, and we can do stuff in there if we want. However, that's not what we're going to be doing. Instead, we're going to be continuing through Celadon City to see what else is in here. First, I want to talk to everyone else. Kid, do you want to play? There we go. Give me some coins. Keep this quiet. It's rumored that this place is run by Team Rocket. Well, it is called the Rocket Game Corner. And we want to play the slots just one time. These are like any other slots in the game. You can get diagonals or you can get any row. I believe you press A to... Oh, I have to wager. Okay, so you can wager. I can do 1 row, I can do 2 rows, or I can do 3 and do the diagonals as well. But you pay a coin for each one that you do. Do I win? Oh, I was close to winning. Now, you can spend a lot of time here doing all this kind of stuff if you wish. Oh, I was so close to the shelters. However, I'm not going to do that. You can also come up here and you can spend your money for coins like this guy was saying. We can pay 50 for 1,000 or 500 for 10,000, which is nice because that's not a lot for a lot of coins. And you know what? I think I'll do that actually. How much money do I have? 10,000 for 500 coins? Actually, I don't think that's enough for what I want, so I'm not going to do that. However, let's go see what we can exchange all of these great coins for over here with. We exchange your coins for prizes. Which prize would you like? You can get an Abra, Clefairy, Dratini, Scyther, or Porygon. There are a bunch of Pokemon here, like new Pokemon like Dratini, Scyther, and Porygon. However, I'm not going to be talking about any of these right now. I could talk about Porygon, but I don't think I'm gonna leave Porygon for later, and you might see why. Same with Dratini and Scyther. Now, if you were having troubles trying to catch Abra, here's 180 coins. Not bad at all. We exchange your coins for prizes. Which prize would you like? You can get a bunch of items here. Smoke Ball, I think it makes it so that you can run away from battles easier. Miracle Seed increases grass type moves. Charcoal increases fire type moves. Mystic Water increases water type moves, and I don't remember the Yellow Flute does, sadly. Now, the most important thing is over here, where we can exchange for TMs, which is fantastic. These are some decent TMs as well. I will show what they are up on screen right here, so you can pick and choose for which you want. I will be grabbing one of these TMs later, but you guys don't need to see me grinding for any coins right now. I'll probably just be spending money for coins way later in the game when I've got even more money than I currently do. However, that is everything I wanted to do with the game corner. Let's check out the rest of Celadon City. Hey, old man. I blew it all at the slots. I knew I should have cashed in my coins for prizes. You should have. Do it before it's too late, or you can just go buy a bunch. That's what I want to do. Hey, Team Rocket, what are you doing in here? Chief, we just shipped 2,000 more Pokemon at slot price. 2,000? Dang, that's a lot. Don't touch the poster at the game corner. There's no secret switch behind it. Well, thanks for telling me that there's no switch behind it. Hehehe, the slosh is real in the dough big time. Okay, so I thought these two Team Rocket members were harassing that old man, but apparently the old man is kind of part of Team Rocket. Well, that's unfortunate. What's in here? I'm on vacation with my brother and boyfriend. Celadon is such a pretty city. Brother and boyfriend? Oh, I'm so sorry, boyfriend. Yippee, I'm on vacation. My sis brought me along. Awesome. That is pretty sweet for you. Why? Why did she bring her brother? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I feel for you, kind of. I mean, I've never been in that situation, but I feel for you. Now, lady, what do you have for me? Pokemon? No, this is a hotel for people. We're full up, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Well, that is actually pretty unfortunate, because I did want to stay at that hotel. Now, if we want, we can come down over here, and I think a hidden item? I guess there's not a hidden item. That's alright. Now we will move towards the northeast part of town. Yes, I believe that's where we want to go next. Up here, we have this guy. I scalded my tongue. This nice old lady in the mansion gave me some tea, but it was boiling hot. Gotta cool it to drink it. The Celadon Mansion. We can come in here. And if we come over here, we can talk to this nice old lady. Hey there. You shouldn't spend all your money on drinks. Try this instead. We obtained the tea. Nothing beats this like some hot tea. It really is the best. If you take this hot tea to Saffron, the guards outside of Saffron City at any of the 4 junctions, this is the tea that you give to them so that they will no longer be thirsty and you can get into Saffron City to do some stuff and do things there that you wish. However, you won't be able to do nearly as much as you would like to initially getting there, so I'm going to leave that for quite a bit later. And also, we have Celadon City right here. Why would I not continue doing Celadon City stuff? We still have a gym in here that we should get. I wrote the story. Isn't Erica cute? I like Misty a lot too. Oh, and Sabrina, I like her. So you just like all the girls. I got you. I got you. I'm the graphic artist. I drew you. So over here we have a little bit of breaking the fourth wall. These are all these are the creators of Pokemon games putting themselves into the games. Me? I'm the programmer. Kind of. I mean, there's a lot more that worked on this game than just these, like, 4 people, of course. Is that right? I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokedex is tough, but don't quit. When you finish, come tell me. Oh, you know we'll come tell you when we finished up our Pokedex. That's a little something we'll have to save for quite a bit later. And up here, we have the roof of the mansion, which really doesn't actually have that much for us. There's nothing up here. I do like the little aesthetic that they have with that whole like sky and everything going on. I appreciate that because it's honestly not used that much anywhere else in the game. That might be the only place it's used is here in Celadon. I think there's one other building that also uses that roof. I believe the Celadon department store does as well, which we will see when we get to that point. But first, we're gonna come up here for something that's pretty important. Hey there. There's nothing that I don't know, like I wrote on the blackboard. I know about the world of Pokemon in your Game Boy Advance. Get together with your friends and enjoy trading Pokemon, but I'm not using a Game Boy Advance. It's a pamphlet on TMs. There are 50 TMs in all. There are also 7 HMs that can be used repeatedly. Silphco. Is this guy a worker at Silphco? That'd be interesting. Pokemon Lecture. Play with the wireless adapter. Which heading do you want to read? There's a lot of cool information here if you want to learn about the multiplayer connections, but we don't need to do that. The most important thing is this Pokeball chilling right here we obtained an Eevee. Eevee, oh man, Eevee is an interesting Pokemon, and let's talk about it right now. Eevee doesn't have very good stats. Its stats are quite below average, as you can see, even though it is one of the cutest Pokemon. Now, even though it has very low stats, it has the greatest thing in terms of evolution, because in this game, Eevee evolves into 5 Pokemon, at least in Generation 3. In Generation 1, Eevee evolves into 3 different Pokemon, and then with the Generation 2, they added 2 more, and then in Generation 4, they added 2 more, and in Generation 6, they added 1 more evolution to add up to a total of 8 evolutions that Eevee has, more commonly known as Eeveelutions. Also, by the way, there's an ether right here. With the first of the evolutions, if you give Eevee a Thunderstone, it will evolve into Jolteon. Jolteon is an electric type Pokemon because, you gave it a Thunderstone that has crazy high speed with great special attack and a wide move pool that allows for Jolteon to be a crazy good sweeper. In fact, it is the best electric type in the game outside of legendary Pokemon. It also has a great ability in Volt Absorb, and it can serve as a great lead by using Baton Pass and just passing substitutes to other members in your team. Jolteon is a fantastic Pokemon and is one of the greatest Pokemon that you can have in Generation 1. It is one of the toppest of the tiers. Now, next up, we have Flareon, which is the opposite. If you give Eevee a Firestone, you get Flareon, and it does have crazy high attack. Look at that, 130, that's amazing! And it has great special defense too. But it's still a pretty terrible Pokemon due to its crippling low speed and a weak move pool that's even weaker because Fire is a special type in Generation 3. Flareon is definitely the worst of the 3, which is a shame because I like Flareon. I like Flareon as much as I like Jolteon, and the third one, which if you give Eevee a Water Stone, it evolves into Vaporeon. Vaporeon has crazy high HP with great special attack and a fantastic support move pool. And it gets access to one of the best substitutes in the game. It also has Baton Pass and Wish, and it all allows for Vaporeon to be a really good team player. And it can also dole out some very strong Surfs and Ice Beams because it has high special attack. Vaporeon is my favorite of the 3, and it's actually my favorite Eeveelution, and it's my favorite Pokemon in the game. Kind of. This is what I was mentioning with Arcanine. See, Arcanine was my favorite Pokemon design-wise, but then I played FireRed for the second, maybe the first time, and I got to this point of the game, and I got my Eevee, I evolved into Vaporeon, and I played through the rest of the game with my Vaporeon being my best member on my team. And then, I also trained that Vaporeon, which is known as Aqua, to be my very first level 100 Pokemon. And ever since then, I've had a very strong affinity with Vaporeon. I have brought Aqua all the way through each generation, all the way up to the current generation of Pokemon, and I will continue to bring Aqua along. And because of that, Aqua has kind of made Vaporeon my favorite Pokemon. So really, when I'm asked what my favorite Pokemon is, I say Vaporeon and Arcanine. However, I'm not using Vaporeon this playthrough because I have already used it, and I can't ever use another Vaporeon because it will never stand up to the tier that Aqua stands at. Whew. Alright, that is everything in terms of the Pokemon that you can get. There are quite a few more. While we can technically evolve Eevee into Espeon and Umbreon in this generation, you really can't in any of the games in Generation 3. So the only way to get it is to trade it from Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon XD. Otherwise, you can't do it because there's no day and night cycle, which is a bit of a shame, and also why I'm not going over their bios, because really, you can't get them, and they're not even Generation 1 Pokemon, which is what I'm doing for my Catch 'em All. Now, you might be wondering if I have to trade to get the other two. evolutions, but that is not the case because of something very later in the game. However, we have spent a lot of time here in Celadon City. We have gotten through a good majority of Celadon City, but there's still so much to go over, and I think that we will do that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. There wasn't a lot of stuff happening, kind of. We just talked about a lot of things that the game has, and we talked about one of the best evolution lines in the game. But there's a lot of openings for where we can go from here on out, which I think is okay. And if you did enjoy this episode, please click that like button. Always remember to click that subscribe if you want to do so, if you want to see other things coming out from me. And I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.